So who's the companion?
It's Nicky, family dog, who likes to play. My favorite days are when I get tipped to something that's really cool, and that could be any day. You know, you walk into an event, an art show, or a little gallery here or there, and you see something that just you recognize the genius in somebody's commitment to their craft.
Mm.
It could be somebody playing in the subway, playing music in the subway. That's why I love New York, because it's lurking around every corner here.
Yeah.
You know, every borough has some creativity. It doesn't have to be the big retrospective at the Whitney or MoMA.
Mm.
You know, it could be that street artist in Soho on a Saturday afternoon who's got his easel set up.
It's like you're curating your own gallery through your walks and through your own.
Yeah, my life is I'm a giant collector, man. You know, I'm collecting stories, I'm collecting friends, I'm collecting collaborations. You know, and I just want to share it. I think it's fun to share.
And it was some of the most memorable stories you collected, or something that you've collected recently? Art or
you know, yeah. There's a great street artist that I met last year. Actually, I met him just looking on eBay for outsider art. TMNK, the Me Nobody Knows.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, he started tagging. His art is informed by Basquiat. It's got kind of a street edge to it, but very thoughtful. Collage style with painting. You know, I come to find out when I ran into him a couple of weeks ago, he had his first solo show in Europe, and he sold out. I think it was Sweden or Norway.
Yeah.
I think it was Sweden. And he sold the collection out. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
He started out as a street artist, and somebody took a chance with him. So hopefully he can use that as a springboard. And I bought a piece early on from him last year. I didn't care that he wasn't collectible yet. I enjoyed the art myself.
Oh, that's awesome,
know?
man.
I think that's what's really compelling about art today is you don't have to be, a Rockefeller to buy art today to enjoy it. It's really around us.
What's worked for you in terms of your efforts in terms of trying to make a footprint, in terms of marketing your site or your brand and getting yourself out there now? What initiatives have you?
The initiatives are I'm always looking to partner with other like-minded sites or individuals. I get calls about once or twice a month. Sites are looking to aggregate content. I look at it as a syndication deal.
Mm-hmm.
Click-throughs, impressions. It's very hard to make money in that model.
Yeah.
You have to have millions and millions of downloads per day. YouTube went up from 150 partners to 60 partners last year. They may even shrink that further.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because those people that have that much web traffic typically don't really have much to share, other than maybe it's a silly video that you're making fun of your kid, or and they're cute and they get passed around, and that's great and it makes everyone feel warm and fuzzy. But people who are really pushing the envelope in film or comedy or some interesting narrative with music or spoken word or dance. There are very few people that can create that kind of compelling content and do it consistently.
Gotcha.
As opposed to a one.
Burning Man. What'd you do this summer? You went to Burning Man or here?
Yeah. Finally succumbed to the lure of the desert. Burning Man.
What would you say? How would you describe it?
I'd say it's the greatest art festival I've ever seen. I mean, the spirit of community, the spirit of barter, the spirit of gifting, the spirit of humanity. Everything that came onto the playa floor disappeared at the end of the event. Truly a groundbreaking endeavor. Yeah. Everyone should experience it.
First time?
First time, yeah. I have friends who've been going for years, they tell me about it. It's primarily a West Coast phenomenon, but you meet people from all over the world.
What'd you expect? Because you must have some idea before you arrived. What'd you expect and
I didn't have,
what happened?
I think the thing that blew my mind was the scale of the art. Because, it was started by artists, so you're out on a playa that's 8 miles circumference, and the artwork, the collection of sculptures on this desert floor. Forget the hedonism, which, New York, LA, Chicago, Detroit, Akron, there's hedonism everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the spirit of the artists, and, the art communities that build these spectacular sculptures in the middle of the desert. They're mind-blowing because they're working on them for the whole year sometimes, welding then they have to assemble them on the desert floor. Then they have to take them apart and get them out of there.
Where'd you stay? How'd you? I mean,
You stay in a tent, man. You live, you know, hand to mouth. You can't use money out there.
what'd you bring to barter?
I brought some T-shirts that I had made and some jewelry and stuff. But you know, they don't like saying barter. It's like if you're hungry, ask somebody for food, they'll give it to you with nothing. It's called gifting. No one has any expectations to get anything back, which is a nice way to live. Can you imagine if we lived like that year round?
Yeah,
You know, you make bread and I make shoes, and you know, you need a new pair of shoes, so you're going to give me some bread for a week. Pretty cool, right?
yeah.
I think it would eliminate a lot of the rent is too damn high rhetoric.
That's true.
Yeah, because the rent out there is free. You're on the playa floor. It's like, where do you want to lay your hat? I have friends who've gone out there that had no tents, that, you know, would wander the playa and find places to sleep each night.
Really?
Completely nomadic.